So in this video, I'm gonna give an update on my other symptoms. I'm trying to add updates onto my videos so they don't get so boring when I'm just walking and not really talking. So in this video, I'm gonna mention about any like symptoms, sensation around the chest, chest area, the heart and whatnot. Number one would be heart palpitation, racing heart, skip beats and whatnot. I used to, I think on my first panic attack, I don't know if my heart was racing or not because I know my mind was racing. All I can think of is, what is this? Why do I feel like I'm dying? Why do I feel like I'm in danger? But I don't know if my heart was actually racing or not because I paid more attention to my mind than anything else. I didn't have the dizziness in my first panic attack. No heads, no headaches, nothing like that. No painful sensation, chest pains, anything like that. Those came along. Those came along like a few panic attacks after. Anyway, as far as the chest symptoms, sensation, number one would be heart palpitation, like you skip beats, your heart racing, sometimes your your chest, your heart is racing so much that you can actually see your shirt moving, and that's what would creep a lot of us out. We automatically start thinking, oh my god, we're having a heart attack. That's why I thought first too when my heart started racing. I remember a couple of times I would stop pacing around my house. Back then, I would be like, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I would just, I would say, hey, my face look pale, does this, does that. And then my family looked at me, say, no, your face looks a little pale because you're like freaking out. And if you were having a heart attack, you wouldn't be able to run around and say you're having a heart attack. You would just have it, but the feeling is so strong that you can't even use your probably your brain to focus on anything else. All you're focusing on is how you feel. I was the same way. Sometimes I still get like that, but not as much as I used to. I would think heart palpitation, any chest pain, automatically equals heart attack. Because if you Google any symptom with your heart, most likely it's gonna show up heart attack. Call 911. If you think you're having a heart attack, call 911. Things like that. So it wasn't easy for me. That's how I had that. My phobia kicked in. Like I started having health anxiety about every little symptom. If it's my chest, I start having health anxiety about my heart. If I get headaches, migraine, I have health anxiety thinking I have a brain tumor. Weakness in the arms, seeing flash of lights, numbness, health anxiety thinking I'm gonna have a stroke. Whatever the symptom links to, like it's some kind of disease, instantly my mind's telling me I have this, I have that. So it's like you think you have this, you think you have that. So that's how I was too. As far as just talking about my heart and whatnot, I say, I'm a lot better now. My heart doesn't really race as much as it used to. I don't really get as much chest pain as I used to. Sometimes I do. They're not they're not to the point where I'm like freaking out. The pain is not as bad as they used to be. As far as the racing heart, I don't get them as much as well. Before, when I used to wake up in the middle of the night, random times throughout the day, even though I'm awake, be pounding for no reason, instantly throws me into a panic attack. I can be calm, and then I can hear if I drop something, I bump into something and then something drop for like a minute, a few seconds later, like, and then it spooks me. Instantly, my heart races. That's how more people are when you get spooked, you get scared. Your heart instantly races. Before, when I didn't have panic attacks, a high level of anxiety, if someone scare me or tries to scare me, I don't really jump and get scared that easily. I would just turn around and say, what was that about, and then just walk off. So it's like I was walking around expecting like a friend, a coworker, or a family member trying to scare me for no reason at times. So it's like in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm in a place where someone can easily hide and try to scare me. So it's like my mind's like doesn't even react to it. But now, if I'm at home alone, wherever I am, something drops, like by, let's say you walk so fast and then you knock something down, it doesn't fall right away, it kind of tips over and then it falls. I have like late reaction. I'll just walk by, then out of nowhere I'll just get scared. It's like my heart will start racing. When my heart starts racing, then my mind starts racing. If your heart doesn't race, your mind doesn't start going crazy. Well, at least not for me. As far as the chest pain, I would get them on the left side, where the heart is, around the heart. Sometimes on the right side, but most of the time it's on my left side. Sometimes I'll get like pain around my armpit. Sometimes I'll get tightness in the chest, where it feels like someone is bear hugging you, squeezing you, trying to trying to break your ribs and stuff, and then you can like feel that pain through your chest. Sometimes I'll even hear my heart rate. I can hear and feel my heart pounding in my ears. You know how you can feel your pulse right here? Sometimes I can actually hear it in my ear, hear and feel it. Sometimes like boom, 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 boom in my ear, and I can feel it. There are times I can feel this electric shock sensation in my heart as well. What I mean by electric shock sensation, high static. Sometimes when you touch like handrail or a car, doorknob, stuff like that, you touch and you get that quick zap sensation. Sometimes I feel that in my chest. Not as much as I used to. Sometimes I get that electric shock sensation in the back of my head. Like I mentioned, not as much as I used to, but it's still there. It's annoying. It does wake me up when I'm sleeping, and I feel that sensation because it's like a body zap, or I guess what you can call it, body zap. I get it throughout my body, but mainly around my head, top of my head. Once in a while, but especially back of my head area. As far as other chest sensations, sometimes I get this. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Sometimes, like if I can feel like it doesn't hurt, but it's like a tension around my chest. It feels tight, but just tightness in one area, like around the armpit area, and it just feels like someone's squeezing me, like right there, and then. So it's kind of hard to explain. Chest fluttering, things like that. I get and there are times that when I get like skip beats, and then sometimes right after my heart starts racing, it's because I'm thinking like, oh my god, something bad is about to happen. Sometimes like when when I just mentioned earlier, how sometimes when I wake up, my heart will start racing. It could be a dream I had. It doesn't matter what kind of dream. Sometimes if it could be a nightmare. Sometimes it could be a dream that feels so real. Then I'll wake up, and my heart will start racing because in my mind it's like my mind doesn't know if I was dreaming or was I really awake, and then I start asking myself, like I question every little thing I feel, I see, and then instantly my heart starts racing. there will be times where I go for a walk, bike ride. When I'm riding my bike, my heart will start racing. Uh, the closer I get to my house, and then I would like feel the anxiety creeping up on me. It's like, hurry up, you're almost home, go faster. You need to rush it home. And then once I do rush home, the faster I pedal, the faster my heart rate increase, and then it's like I'm scaring myself because of my dart. But lately I don't really have the skip beats, the heart palpitations, the racing heart as much as I used to. I still get sometimes I still hear my heart pounding in my ears. I can feel it, but nothing like before. Before when I even as soon as I wake up, I can feel my heart racing. I could be relaxed and it could still be racing. And sometimes I'll be so relaxed and it's racing and I'm doing nothing, and then my body will just tense up and I can feel that tightness around my chest, around my armpit area, things like that. But so far, I say about almost a year now, my heart hasn't been acting up like it did. I had two A two EKGs done to me. Once by my regular doctor. That was in June 2016. Couple of weeks after my first few panic attacks, ran the EKG. He listened to my heart and whatnot, and he went through my EKG for minutes and minutes, and that chart that they print out. He told me everything was perfectly fine. He wanted me to get chest X-ray, but that's when I slowly became housebound. I started getting scared to go places, so I wasn't able to get a chest X-ray. I have had a chest X-ray. I believe back in 2008. They did find something in my chest, but they told me not to worry about it and told me not to worry about it. It didn't look like anything that bad, and then I would get more checkups for that, and then they told me whatever's in my chest, the other checks X-ray after I think few weeks, if not a few months, and then they told me whatever was in my chest is shrinking and is almost gone. So they said nothing to worry about. But back then I didn't have anxiety. I was like, okay, I wasn't like too worried about it. Once they told me they told me that there was something in my chest, and then I was like, okay. It's like I just say okay, like okay, now what's the big deal if there's something shows up in my X-ray? It's like my mind's like, okay, and what do you want me to do about it? I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't like too worried. It's like deep inside, I knew if they found something, and it was found nothing. I had another check X-ray, like 2 or 3 more. They told me whatever it was is shrinking and doesn't seem to affect you in any way. Your blood results, everything's good. And I was like, okay. And then once I started having anxiety, the doctor told me to get a chest X-ray just to be safe. I couldn't even make it. I couldn't even go to get my chest X-ray. Fast forward to October 2016. That's when I started having more panic attacks, more symptoms, more sensations. So I went to the urgent care, got another EKG. I don't know the results of that because the doctor, like I mentioned in the previous videos, when I went to the hospital urgent care, the second doctor didn't even see me. I did get blood work done. I had my EKG. I'm guessing I did figure out my blood results was fine. I actually went online because they say you can find it online. I look at the chart. Everything was good. However, my EKG, the doctor didn't even explain my results or anything. But I'm guessing it must have been good because You know, if something was there, they would have told me. But you know, I was kind of upset how the doctor didn't even want to like explain it. The doctor didn't even like came and talked to me because all she said was I need to see a therapist because I was having a panic attack. Why am I here at the hospital and stuff? So I was like, okay, whatever. That was also the first time I took my any medication for anxiety. But you know, I wish I did get my chest X-ray the first time, but you know, like I said, I became housebound. It was just getting harder and harder for me. As far as the chest pain and anything around the heart, so far, like I mentioned, it has been pretty good. You know, if I do feel anxiety creeping up on me while I'm walking and I'm heading back home anyways, I'm just gonna walk at my own pace. If I was walking and out of nowhere I feel my heart rate go up, my heart start racing, and I just barely left, I'm not gonna walk home. I'm just gonna keep going, slowly walk, let my heart calm down on its own. You know, because the more you the more you fear it, the quicker your heart rate goes up and whatnot. So you know, I learned that I have to calm myself down by not adding more fear, not overreacting. You know, because every part of your body is connected to a towards your nerve system. So if you feel anxiety from your chest, you know that part of you're gonna notice any little symptoms. You know, before when I didn't have anxiety and then somehow my chest started hurting, I wouldn't even think about it. I would just say, "Oh wow, my chest hurts," and then I just continue on my day. You know, so with anxiety, it's like your mind is so focused on how you're feeling so much that sometimes one little symptom that might not be even that bad. You can feel like it's bad. It's just because it's how you react to it, you know. So, like I mentioned, I've been dizzy before when I didn't have anxiety. How did I react to it? I would just say, "Wow, I'm dizzy," and then just continue on my day. So it's like, you know, sometimes you'll feel all these symptoms when you didn't have panic attacks, and then you forget them once they leave. But with panic attacks, you can't forget them because they're stuck in your mind. You know, that's how anxiety works. Every little thing that you go through, if you smell a smell that's let's say in your house and you never smelled it before and it's just a smell, and then you might even have anxiety about that. You might start thinking, what's wrong with my nose? Why am I smelling this? You know, um I hear a noise in my house. I never heard this noise before, but I've been hearing it. You know, you're gonna have anxiety about that. So, you know, the only thing to like calm down your heart rate and stuff is not scare yourself. You know, if you learn how to control your fear, your heart rate will slowly decrease, just like mine. If my heart start racing, like sometimes it does start racing, and really bad, all I do is just continue what I was doing. If I was outside in the backyard, I'll just sit in the backyard. I won't watch it in the house just to feel safer because I'm safe. I should feel safe wherever I am. You know, the faster you run, the quicker your heart rate increase. You know, it's just like people exercising, going to the gym. You know, you lifting up weights or you're working on like the treadmill or whatever. Your heart rate increase by every movement you do. Same thing with your mind. Like if you think too much, your heart rate increase because you know you scan yourself. Your heart rate will increase. Sometimes your heart rate will increase when you're not doing anything, and you start wondering why your heart rate is increasing. It could be something you subconsciously thinking about, and you don't even notice you're thinking about it. You know, sometimes you can have something in your mind and then you think about it for 5 seconds and then your heart can start racing, you know. So it happens to me sometimes when I'm going for walks now and then I start thinking about a street that I had a panic attack and before, instantly my heart rate will go up just by thinking for a few seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much it.